Hey YouTube, this is EA Badewale Agbenro, but you can just call me EA, IYE, EA. And this is my very first YouTube, so bear with me. Good morning, Hotep, Assalamu alaikum, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? Today's YouTube is going to be called Daddy's Wisdom. I initially planned to do this on my father's birthday, which was about 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. It's January the 11th. Um, and the reason that I'm doing this is because I often think about my father. He's passed away now. He passed away in 2015, but his words live with me and in me. So I just want to share a little bit of my daddy's wisdom. Wisdom number one: control your own mind. He was big on us being able to control our own mind. He was big on us studying and knowing about everything that we wanted to do in life. He would always say, learn the rules so you could play the game. Meaning that if you want to compete in an area, you better know all about it. He also taught us that a dictionary is a man's best friend. He said it so much that I actually got into an altercation when I was in the ninth grade with a boy who said dog was a man's best friend. I never heard that dog was a man's best friend. So we had the ninth grade great debate. Of course, it made more sense to me that for a dictionary to be your best friend than a dog at that time. And again, I was in the ninth grade. So, wisdom number two. Respect. My father was big on handling your business as a man or a woman. As a matter of fact, he kind of he didn't like gossip. So he always told us, in the spirit of being a real man and a real woman, you take your issues to the person that you have issue with, and all that other stuff, you leave it alone. He always said if a man and a woman is brave enough to come to you and confront you, you better look at that. You better respect that. But you don't listen to the messengers or the runners. He was like, file that, excuse my French, shit in file 13. So he was really big on respecting someone that would come to you as a man or a woman. And then he said, look carefully into what they have to say to you, because after all, it's only going to be the lie or the truth. And when it's the truth, deal with it. So that's wisdom number two. Next wisdom was critical thinking. My daddy thought it was always important to be able to hold your own. So at a very young age, he taught us how to play chess. And as much as we hated it when we were little, it got better and very useful as we grew into adults. I remember my daddy used to play his friends all night long. And if he lost, he would wake us up out of our sleep. And I was in high school at the time. So he woke me up. I'm thinking it's probably between 3 and 4 o'clock. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this man is crazy. I have to go to school tomorrow. So I got brave enough to say that. I was like, man, Daddy, I have school tomorrow. He was like, girl, shut your mouth up and sit at this table. What I'm getting ready to teach you at this table, you can't learn at nobody's school. So, of course, I had to play. And another time, I wanted to go out with my friends. And so he tested me. He said, okay, play me a game of chess first. If you win, you go. But if I win, you stay. He said, as a matter of fact, if I beat you in 6 moves, you stay. So, of course, I was in my emotions, and he beat me in 6 moves. So I got sad. But then I thought about it. And my friends were at the door looking. Everybody was quiet like, dang, what's going to happen? So finally I said, let's play again. So we played again. And of course I lost again. But my father let me go because I had fight in me. And he told me then that's the lesson, one of the lessons that he had been trying to teach me along the way. So I did get to go out with my friends. Another thing that he did is every once in a while when my friends would come over and it was time to go out, he would make us do Bible study. So I'm 16 and I have to do Bible study before I can go hang out with my friends. So I had a really bad attitude. I had an attitude the whole time, and of course I did it and my friends did it too. But I left angry. I was upset. But when we got outside, every friend had nothing but positivity to say. They said things like, well, at least your father knows what he wants and he believes in, and he wants you to believe in the same thing that he believes in. At least he takes time out. I've never sat at the table with my father to do anything. So it kind of changed my mind on how I felt about that whole experience. And the last father's wisdom I'm going to give you for today is the acquisition of language. My daddy was big on language, on controlling your own mind, on critical thinking. And you can only do that with your best friend, which was that dictionary. So oftentimes when we got in trouble, he made us do what I now call 5 a day. He would make us look up 5 words in the dictionary every day and upgrade our language by the end of the week, or we could not go hang out with those friends. And what it taught me was to be aware of your surroundings and people's language. Language controls environments. So although my father never read George Washington Carver's The Miseducation of the Negro, he definitely understood that what a man puts into you, if he can control your mind and your language, he can control all of your actions. So that was big for my father. I want to give a shout out to my father. Daddy, I love you. His name is Thurman Wallace Stevenson Sr. And if you ever met him, you will never forget him because he had a lecture for you. But his words and his wisdom will live in me forever, and I will call his name and I will share what he taught us. And maybe this can help some of you guys out with giving wisdom to your children. Again, Daddy, I love you. Thank you, YouTube, for listening to me. Please push that like button and subscribe, and I will have more videos coming. Thank you. Peace.